up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. And you can hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know, man. Baltimore Raven fan, man. Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And for all my new subscribers, if you're not a Raven fan, you might be a Steelers fan, you might be a Patriots fan, you might be a Saint, or whatever. That don't mean that you can't hit that subscribe button, man. Because we talk football, period, in here, baby. But tonight, we're going to talk about the Ravens. Our Baltimore Ravens won the game 26-23 against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a must-win situation. If it's up, if it's up to me, it's a must-win game. This was a must-win game. We was 2-2. Pittsburgh could have end up being 2-3, and we would have ended up 2-3 if they would have beat us. And if depending on what happens tomorrow night with the Cleveland game, they could really be big. Like this game right here would have put Pittsburgh right back where they needed to be. But we came off with it, and we won the game, man. Hopefully Cleveland will lose tomorrow and they'll put us back in first place. But I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about my thoughts and all that about the game. I'm gonna start off with the offense. Lamar Jackson had 19. He was 19 for 28, 161 yards, 1 TD, 3 interceptions, and he was sacked 5 times with a QBR of 20. Today was a very rough day for Lamar. 2 of those interceptions wasn't Lamar's fault. 2 of them wasn't his fault. 1 of them wasn't even an interception. First of all, hold up. Before I get all the way into detail about the offense and defense, the officiating crew was terrible today. One of the worst officiating crews I've ever seen. But I can't remember his last name, but whenever I see Walt, I think his last name Anderson, I hate when he officiates our games because his crew normally sucks. And it did. He was the white hat in the same crew that game where Antonio Brown went off on us. He was pretty much killing Brandon Carr. Same officiating crew, and that game was badly officiated. But anyway, man, Lamar had a rough game today. Lamar didn't. Man, offense looked pretty bad today. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. We got the points when we needed the points, but offense looked bad, man. Offense looked bad. He still ended up getting having 14 carries for 70 yards. It was a grinded out tough game, man. But whenever a team wins the coin toss in overtime and they decide to put their defense out there first, that pretty much tells you how bad your offense is playing. And man, we was terrible, man. I gotta wait till I get to see some film work and stuff like that. I'm sure Coach from Sip to Tally is gonna do his film work type thing on this video. So I'm waiting on that so I can be able to look at it myself as far as the receivers and is they even getting any type of separation or is Lamar just holding the ball. I think they're not getting out. They're not getting open like that. So but you're gonna have to see, man, cause the only receivers that touched the ball today was Willie Snead and Hollywood, receiver. That's it. No other receivers touched the ball besides Willie Snead and Hollywood. The rest of it was tight ends and running backs. So, man, that's something we're going to have to fix, man, because Pittsburgh got a pretty good defense this year. I mean, and that's how pretty good defense is going to play us every time. Just being real. That's how they're going to play us every time, man. They got a good front seven, obviously, because Lamar got sacked 5 times. And another thing, like we said Thursday in the live stream where everybody was on the live stream together, Lamar, he took off running today, but he's still kind of he's like, do I run, do I not run? And then when he finally decided to run, he was turning into the pass rush and stuff like that. Lamar just, when he see nobody open, he just ain't gone jig. He ain't gone jig. Because, man, that look like that's the only way we're going to win right now. Especially with if the receiver's really not getting separation like that. Then that's the only way we probably going to win. We need, I didn't see Chris Moore. Did Chris Moore even touch the field? Did Miles Boykins even touch the field? But it's hard because our formations that we run and stuff like that for all the receivers to get touch the field. But man, I gotta see more than this. I like honestly, I gotta see more than this. Um, I don't even understand why if Chris Moore is not gonna be on the field or he's not doing nothing like that, why don't we activate Jaleel Scott and give him a shot? Why not? Why not give him a shot? Cause Mr. 50-50, I ain't seen Mr. 50-50 all season besides the time where he caught the ball out of bounds. So maybe we need to get Jaleel Scott a shot because the Chris Moore project ain't looking good right now. Self Roberts, I seen a few plays where Self got open. Lamar just got to get the ball there. Lamar missed the touchdown that could have just sealed the game at the end of the regulations. But it said Self Roberts beat the zone, got over top of two people. And Lamar just had to put it in a better spot. And he would have came down with it and we wouldn't even have to go through overtime. The running game wasn't great, but we got the yards when we needed the yards. When we really, really needed the yards, we got it. Mark Ingram had 19 carries for 44 yards and 1 touchdown. Gus had 5 carries for 17. And Justice Hill had 2 for 7 yards. Like I said, they combined for 138, Lamar and all those guys. So that was 138 on the ground. I mean, against a defense like that, man, Pittsburgh defense is improving. They getting better. And 138 yards against their front line anyway, that's pretty decent. That's decent because, man, the way those guys coming, man, it don't look like they trying to give up nothing on the running game. So, the run game wasn't just spectacular, but we got the yards that we needed. When we needed yards, we got it. And that's all that matters. When it was something in short or just certain situations when we had to get the ball across the plane and stuff like that, especially shout out to Gus Edwards for when we was in our own territory for getting that ball across that plane and not giving up a safety. Shout out, salute to you, man. That was big. That was big for us. That was huge for us. So shout out to Gus Edwards on it. That wasn't a big play. I mean, that wasn't like a big play as far as like stat wise, but that was a big play situationally because that safety could have really changed the game even further than how far it didn't change. I'm gonna look at these receiving stats. Like the receiving stats just ain't like, you got Will Snead with 4 receptions and 51 yards, and like I said, it's no other receiver. Seth Roberts only got 2 targets. Hollywood got 5 targets. Snead got 5 targets. Truthfully, I believe we should get the ball to Snead a little bit more. Because if you remember last year, man, Snead is sure-handed and he's very, very strong with the yak. He can make a small play be bigger than what it is. He can get the yak. He can get them yards after the catch, man. So we gotta get him more involved. We have to get Willis Snead more involved. Mark Andrews, he's still kind of gimpy and stuff like that. But, teams are zeroing in on Andrews now. And that means Hayden needs to step up also. But I just wish we could spread this ball around better. Like I said, I can't wait to see Coach video because I know he's going to probably do something where we can kind of see what's going on with the receivers and stuff like that and see is Lamar holding the ball because these guys not getting open. And maybe, over time, Lamar going to have to learn how to throw people open because that's part of the game too. The good quarterbacks, the great quarterbacks, they throw people open. Because a lot of time in this league, ain't nobody just going to be flat wide open. This ain't college ball, so sometimes you got to throw them open. Like, for instance, like that Miles Boykin play. I think that was last week, and then he had another one with Miles Boykin when he threw the touchdown against Miami. We gotta throw people open, man. We gotta get it done. Hollywood got a little nicked up, man. I don't know. He already wasn't 100%. Then he got hurt again. We might have to see Hollywood down and let him get healthy, cause we can't risk the future. This is gonna be our big play guy in the future, and we gotta take care of him. We gotta take care of his body, and we gotta protect the player from the player sometimes. Cause he from Florida, man. Them boys, they're like grinders, man. He gonna want to play, hurt now. So, man, we gotta take care of Hollywood. And like I said, we need to give Jaleel Scott a chance, man. If none of these other receivers are getting open, at least put the big body out there, man. And let that man beat some people on some 50-50 balls, man. Or give him a shot. Give him a shot. I mean, I just don't, man. I wasn't expecting our wide receiving core to just be superstars and stuff like that. But, man, I just would think that we'll be better than this. Only 3 wide receivers got targeted today. The rest was running backs and tight ends. Like, against good teams, man, that's not going to work. That's not going to cut it because we was in a dogfight with a bad team with a second and third string quarterback. So, like, I'm happy that we beat the Steelers, but just like I seen Engraving and Joe Nubo and everybody else, I'm not happy with how we played. This is not something to really celebrate because we played bad. We played bad. Let me go down. As far as defense, I'm gonna go to the defense. Defense played better. Prayers out to TJ, man. TJ got hurt and he's out for the season. Torn ACL, and Harb said it can be more than an ACL. So that's real tough. All you fans that was talking bad about TJ and saying that we need to get the Joker in and stuff like that, now enter the Joker. I'm sure he's gonna get more snaps and all that. But did y'all notice that the communication was better in the secondary this week with TJ with the mic? Like I said, having him with the mic, he probably just a better communicator than Peanut is. And also, the most miscommunication that was going on was in the secondary, so it would have kind of made sense to get a guy to make the man with the mic in the secondary, so they can be a little, you get what I'm saying. But defense, man, they gave up 131 yards to Mason Rudolph, and he had a 1 touchdown with a QBR of 55. The backup, Delvin Hodges, went 7 for 9 with 68 yards and QBR 97, which he ain't played long. But defense got to play better still, man. We still got to play better, man. We got to play better. Because there was some situations where we could have been off the field that we didn't take advantage of. But at the same time, I'm kind of going to give defense a pass because it was a lot of bullcrap calls. And it's so ironic that one of the bullcrap calls was when, I can't remember who, but they said it was a completion and a fumble, but it really was an incompleted pass. But it's just funny how kind of the same play was the play that won us the game with Marlon later on in the game. But run defense looking a lot better. You got to remember, even though we gave up some plays on the run defense, Pittsburgh has, like, as far as they run designs, they have an awesome run design, man, with the counters and stuff like that. They run designs be on point. So, it was going to be kind of hard. It's going to be kind of tough to stop them. James Conner had 55 yards, so we did a good job on Conner. He only averaged 3 yards a carry. Delvin Hodges, we let the third string quarterback, break for 20 yards, and then we kept Samuel in check when Samuel got the ball. Only gave up 77 yards total rushing as far as the defense, and that was pretty dang good, especially compared to last week when we gave up 194, and the week before that when we gave up 134. That's more numbers. That's numbers that I'm used to when it comes to a Baltimore Raven defense. So as far as the running game, we did way better. I seen better tackling. We missed a few tackles, but I seen better tackling. I seen people wrapping up more. The thing I'm not happy about the defense, though, is the pass rush, man. Pass rush still have to get better, man. We still got to get there, man. Like, when I was watching, I forgot who I was watching. I was watching somebody. I can't remember who I was watching. I was watching, even though the Cowboys lost, I was watching their ends go off the ball and how explosive they were coming off the ball and doing moves and stuff to get off blocks, man. I almost got jealous seeing it because, like, it's like we just like run into the tackle and just sit in front of them and just get blocked, just be blocked. I don't know what's going on with the D, man. I don't know if we got to do more stunts with the pass rush or what, man. But it's not really working right now. Judon, I'm going to say this every video until he start turning up. Judon wants to get paid the big bucks, but you got to win one-on-one games. Plays. You got to win one-on-one. You gotta be able to force double teams your way. You gotta be the man. So if you really want that check, you gotta produce more, man. Cause you ain't got a second since Kansas City. How many sacks do Judon have? I wonder. I think he probably got like two sacks in a year. I gotta see more. And I'm not even just talking in the sense of sacks. I just don't like the fact that when our defense is on the field, most team quarterbacks is just looking comfortable back there. They're just chilling back there. And we already injured in the secondary. We just lost Tony J, even though he's not the best cover guy. But we already injured in the secondary. Jimmy out, Tavon gone, Tony gone. So we got to pick up the slack somewhere. And it's on the pass rush. They got to get better, man. We got to at least be able to make the quarterback, feel the pressure. They just be back there chilling. Like, the only time we get pressure really is when we blitzing somebody from the secondary. And, I mean, that's good, but that's not good. That's not good when you got to blitz, the defensive backs to get pressure on the quarterback. We got to take somebody from coverage that's better off coverage to go blitz and to go after the quarterback, man. So that's not a good look on defense. So that's something I'm going to be paying attention to a lot more. I'm not saying that I haven't been paying attention to it because the pass rush has been the conversation as far as our defense since the season has started. But I really just hope we can fix it, man. That's one part. Like I said in the last on the video, we gave Cleveland everything they got last week. It wasn't because we wasn't good enough and stuff like that. We just didn't do our job. But as far as the pass rush, man, it seemed like we just not good enough at pass rushing. We just don't have good enough pass rushers to get any real pressure on anybody. And that's going to hurt us. That's going to hurt us. Like, when we get into this Seattle game, I'm not skipping past Cincinnati, but when we get to this Seattle, New England part of the schedule, man, we got to be able to put some heat on these guys. Because they not going to play with you. I mean, I know Brady ain't mobile like that, but we still got to kind of put some type of heat on Brady. And Russell, Russell is shifty. He can get up out of there. So we got to he can extend plays himself. So we have to at least put some type of heat on him. So pass rush, we got to get better. Like I said, I'm happy we won, but I'm not happy with the results. With like how we played. Another thing, man, unsung hero. Everybody's talking about Hump. Everybody's talking about Tucker. But I got to get this man his props because I was so hard on him on the preseason. And that's Maurice Kennedy. Maurice Kennedy has stepped up these last two games. And outside that big touchdown that he gave up, which I don't even know if it was his fault or not because they was in the zone, he stopped like he had got to his zone and somebody supposed to head over the top. But outside of that play, Maurice Kennedy has been playing some good ball. He hasn't been out of place. He's been stride for stride with people. Maurice been playing some good ball, man. This is the Maurice Kennedy that we thought we had when we were going into the season last year before he got hurt. But at the same time, his slow start probably was a result for him being away for so long because he was on IR last year. And maybe he finally just not getting his groove back. But hopefully Maurice can keep up the good play because he's playing real good. Hopefully he can keep up the good play for when Jimmy get back. And when Jimmy get back, that'll bring more depth and we'll be able to ease Jimmy in instead of just throwing him out there to the wolves, making him try to play 40 plays. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Maurice Kennedy, man, because he playing some good ball, man. He making tackles. He been covering his man. He hasn't been out of place. I haven't seen him doing the little hand gesture trying to figure out what's the play call and stuff like that. He been on his game these last 2 weeks. So salute to him, man. Keep up the good work. That's one of the biggest bright spots on the defense so far. Shout out to Earl Thomas, man. Earl Thomas had a better game today too. Prayers up for Mason Rudolph. I'm sure he didn't try to hurt Mason and stuff like that, but Mason just got sandwiched. I mean, it's a rough game. But shout out to Earl Thomas. He had a better game. His interception got called back because Tony Jefferson holding call. But the holding call really should have been an offsetting penalty because on the same play, if you go back and look, somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody held the mess out of Brandon Williams. I mean, it just held the mess out of Brandon Williams. So, shout out to Earl, man. Earl played way better today. Just wish that interception would have been able to go on the stat line. And now we're gonna talk about the player of the game. The player of the game, Marlon Humphrey, Eric DeCosta. When we go into this off season this year, you better pay Marlon whatever he wants. Because Marlon, first of all, going into his rookie season, he played, talking about darn good for a rookie. I'm not gonna just say he was a shit down, but he played some good ball his rookie year. Then his sophomore year, he played even better. Got nicked up a little bit, missed a few games, but he played even better. This year here, Marlon is really solidifying himself as a top 5 cornerback. He really is. Held Odell Beckham to 2 catches last week. And pretty much when he was on Juju, he kept Juju in check. He kept Juju in check most of the time when he was on Juju. Juju got some nice numbers, but I'm just saying that he didn't shadow Juju the whole game. I think the numbers would have been a little different if we had Marlon shadowing him the whole game. But shout out to Marlon, man. We got to pay that man what he want. He played some good ball today, and he came up with the play of the game. I mean, that was absolutely, them the type of players I like getting the money. For Baltimore to get the money too, Marlon punched the ball out. And got back up on his feet. Most players, after they punch the ball, they jump around and celebrate and all that. He got back on his feet and recovered the ball after about 2 or 3 players missed it. And that won us the game. So shout out to Marlon, man. Marlon, you was having an unbelievable season so far, man. I hope you keep it up because you balling right now, man. You is balling right now. Like Marlon is really, really solidifying himself as a top 5 cornerback. And salute to Tuck, man. Automatic Tucker, man. Automatic Tucker when we need him. Heinz Field, historically a hard place to kick field goals at, but he hit 22 consecutive field goals in that stadium. I hate when they bring up that stat line because it feel like a jinx to me, but he nailed it. He nailed it, man. And we got up out of Pittsburgh. We drugged up out of Pittsburgh with a victory. But we gotta play better, man. Like I said, I'm not excited about this win because we played terrible. We beat a team with their second and third cornerback, and we won by 3 points in overtime. It's not acceptable. You think Russell Wilson gonna give us a break? I mean, you think the Bengals, even though the Bengals haven't won the game, you know how Andy Dalton is with us. So they gonna come out swinging too. They not gonna let it be easy. They not gonna go out there and just lay down. But we gotta play better, especially on offense, man. Offense was pretty rough today. I'm just not. Usually I be in my videos, I be excited, and I'm not. I'm really tired from this game. I seen Graven saying it on Twitter the whole game. I'm tired from this game because the officiating was so terrible, and I've been screaming and hollering at the TV all day. Terrible. We don't need that officiating crew officiating none of our game because they obviously got something against the Ravens. I mean, just think about it. The head of the referees in New York, when they asked him about the calls, he disagreed with them referees twice. So I'm like, what is they looking at? And for people that said we should have challenged their pass interference, look, man, one thing I noticed, they not swapping their pass interference call like that. I've seen some legit pass interference plays, and they didn't overturn it. They not gonna do it. They not gonna make themselves look stupid. So y'all might well just leave that alone. We need to keep the challenge flag in our pocket on them pass interferences. They just showed Marlon punch the ball out on the screen. Shout out to Marlon, man. But I just wanted to say how I feel about the game. I'm not excited, like for real. I'm not excited. We did not play a good game. This was an ugly win. This Lamar has to play better. Our receiving core has to play better. Like we seriously need to consider switching some stuff up. Bringing Jaleel Scott, make him active. Give him a shot. Because this receiving core right now, we got to find some type of spark, man, in that receiving core. I mean, we did better this week by giving the ball to Willis Snead more, but we just got to be able to spread the ball. 3 receivers was targeted this game. That's bad. That's like, I don't know if y'all understand football to that level, but that is seriously bad. 3 receivers got targeted, and the rest were tight ends and running backs. Man, we pretty much running Navy offense. And that's not going to work. That's not going to work against Seattle and New England when we got to try to score. So, especially New England, man. New England got one of the best defenses in the league. So, we got to get better, man. We got to get back to the drawing board. We got to probably swap up a few things and pick some plays that's going to work for us, that's better for us as far as personnel and situationally. We got to go back to the drawing board, man. Next week, we back at home with this crazy schedule, home away, home away, home away. We back at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to do my preview on it in a couple of days. Let's just sit back and enjoy this win for tonight because a win only lasts 24 hours and we got to get right back to work and we got to get ready for the Bengals, man. So in a couple of days, I'll be doing my preview on the Bengals game. Like I said, I'm usually hyping all it, but I'm kind of tired and I'm just not happy about this game. I'm not happy how we played. Y'all drop down in the comments how y'all feel about this game, how y'all feel about the officiating, how y'all feel about Hollywood, how you feel about Lamar, how you feel about the offense in general, the receiving core, how you feel about the defense, how you feel about Maurice Kennedy. Y'all give Maurice Kennedy some love because, man, we gave him a lot of hard times. We gave him a hard time in preseason, and he has stepped up big these last 2 games. Everybody not talking about it, but give that man some love. Drop in the comments. Let's talk about Hump. Let's just talk about anything. Get in the comments. Tell me, what changes you think we need to do. But we got to change something to beat these top tier teams. We gonna have to change something, cause the three wins we got are against teams that's not top tier, and we getting ready to play some top tier teams in 2 weeks. So, we got to get ready, man. Anyway, y'all like and subscribe my page. Y'all hit me up on Instagram, what's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. You hit me up on Facebook, what's the B word. Hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. I got a segment called Mailbag where y'all can ask me a question about anything NFL related, any player, any team. It doesn't matter. You can even ask, I just started this too. You can even ask me about college ball. Because I watch college ball also. Most of the time it's SEC because I'm down south. But if you hit me up in the inbox with a mailbag question, I'll post it as soon as I can and I'll get back to you. But anyway, I'm Anthony Addison, man. Y'all get up with me. Celebrate this win, man. I really don't feel like celebrating about it because I ain't happy how we won. But anyway, I'm out.